One of the big initiatives that we've put forth is a thing called Parents Who Host Lose the Most. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. Many of your readers, many of your viewers would have seen the billboard that we had up here in town, the various yard signs that we have up throughout the county. Basically what we're trying to get across is to have parents making better decisions. Parent hosting is one issue when they're hosting their own kids. It's quite another issue if kids that are not related to them are coming to underage drinking gatherings at their property or at their house. And we're trying to get across to parents, not only is this unsafe, but it's illegal, and they expose themselves to significant financial loss if anything can be traced back to a kid being plied with alcohol at an individual house's individual residence. And I would submit to you that the law is the law, and such that currently we're one of 2 states in the United States that allow parents to serve alcohol to their kids. Well, if that's the case, I don't necessarily agree with it, but then serve alcohol to your kid. You know, physiologically, the human brain isn't even through being developed until 21 to 25. There are good physiological reasons why young people should not be consuming a drug as strong as alcohol. It's a physiological issue. Ironically enough, if you think of what some of the negative consequences that we all deal with, violent acts, irresponsibility, chronic truancy, unprotected sex, sexual assaults, any of the laundry list of things that we see, what affects that? Well, what affects it, that decision process, is you saying, okay, alcohol quells my inhibitions, so I'm going to go out and plow ahead and do these unsafe acts. I would submit that most parents, even the irresponsible ones, love their kids, and they certainly don't want to do things that would harm their children. I would suspect that they don't want to do things that would harm other people's kids. And so at that point, we're trying to touch upon their good sense with this, not least of which is the fact that they're fully exposed financially. If that kid leaves that house, their unrelated child leaves that house, gets in a car accident, commits any other illegal act, falls down, hits their head, or even shows up and their parent realizes that they've been plied with alcohol, that parent can sue the parent who hosted in civil court and win. And the criminal fines for this are... What would I do if my kid came home drunk after being at your house at a party? Well, I know what I would do. The first call I would make is to the police, and the next call I would make is to my attorney. And when you commit, you, Darren, if in this example, commit an illegal act like this, your homeowner's insurance, your liability does not cover it. It's going to come straight out of your trough, straight out of your pocket with this. So things like blanket liability, they don't even fit into the game. So we are trying to get parents to reconsider hosting, but also we're trying to get the message out to other parents that say, be aware of this stuff. It's not okay if your kid is off at some bonfire out in the country someplace, drinking it up, hooping it up, and then there's the whole laundry list of things that they likely would do at that point. It's not like responsible alcohol consumption is going away. I mean, I enjoy alcohol, and maybe you do too, but in some level of moderation. And I'm equipped, I'm 50 years old, I'm equipped to deal with that, as opposed to a kid that's 16, 17, 18, 19 years old that may do some pretty wacky stuff after they consume it. So getting the signs out is great, getting the message out to parents is great, getting cops to actually enforce this, we have made some inroads with that. We're looking for stats coming in from city, county, and from law enforcement, and we'll see at that point whether there have been increased citations.